Alright, I hope you guys can hear me. Hello and welcome here to this grand final in Aspiring Pro random maps between AkeNo from Germany and Sifly from the Netherlands. Let me reveal the map for you guys, and it is Arabia, as you can see. So civilizations, we got Franks for both players. We can see that here with the two axemen. And let's take a closer look at the map for Sifly while we're at it. He is the player in blue. He's got a nice forest here at the side. No forest in the front though, really. Very open towards the center of the map. And yeah, the main goal is quite close, but still forward. Then a big hill towards the left-hand side here. 4 sheep and a boar very close together. And the stones here, well, this one here is kind of close. This one here you might not be able to protect, early on at least. And then yeah, boars should not be a problem. Here with this one should be a little bit careful because obviously there's a hill bonus, so 2 or 3 hits could kill a villager rather quickly. Then let's take a look at the map for AkeNo. He's the player in green, and I think I'm gonna leave it like this because the contrast, you know, between green and blue is pretty good. Just sometimes, you know, with red and orange it's a little bit confusing, but here I think that's alright. Okay, so in general this is the Aspiring Pro tournament. So as the name says, obviously it is a tournament that is meant not for, you know, the world elite of Age of Empires 2, like, you know, Viper and Nikov and Dowd and, you know, them all. This is for players below 1700 as far as I'm concerned. Not concerned, as far as I remember, of course. And yeah, the thing is, the rating, or, you know, the general level has evolved over the years. A 1600 player from today could probably, you know, win a tournament back in 1999 and be definitely like a 2K player in 2001, 2, 3 maybe even. So yeah, obviously by the time more strategies get explored, everything gets, you know, more, or becomes more efficient. And yeah, so we're looking at 2 players who have proven that they are able to, you know, fight their way through a proper tournament and a proper tournament bracket. And here they are in the grand final. IIDA rings a bell to me. There's another player called Edifix from Belgium. And Leo Clan, obviously. Don't need to introduce them. You know, they're a fun clan, fun bunch of guys. And yeah, let's see how these 2 guys will fare in game number 1 here. Maybe a few comments about the Franks. Franks in general are not the preferred 1 versus 1 civilization, but since this event is played on Expat, Franks are actually rather competitive now. Probably not the number 1 civilization still on Arabia, but we can definitely expect a good game from Franks here. Okay, here comes the second boar. Yep. I mean, just look at it. Here was a sheep killed. That's maybe a little bit of a blunder, because the food, you know, is decaying over time. We can see that here, 82, 81. But apart from that, I don't see any dead villagers. And here, making nice use of the deer, because to collect deer obviously is much faster than to collect berries. And it's gonna be interesting to see, well, 2 farms early on. Here's 1 farm, and we can see the barracks already. So, player in blue, Sifly, this looks very much like a drush to me. And for green. Let me take a look, switch to his point of view. His food count is rather high at population 21, so this rather tells me that he's going scouts, I think. Pretty sure. Well, Franks do not get bloodlines. This is often a misconception that Franks knights get free bloodlines. No, they don't. It's a 20 HP bonus for the knights, but you can't, you know, get 20 HP on your light cavalry or scouts or, you know, the entire line for Franks. Okay, now there is a little bit of a pause. I'll take the time to clear my nose. Sorry about that, guys. I'm still a little bit, well, I had a cold, nothing terrible. Just give me a second.
Microphone muted.
Okay, and the game continues. Pause is over. Let's take a look at the barracks. How many militia are there? Alright, 2. The regular number is 3 militias for, you know, civilizations except Aztecs, of course. Aztecs are just so great in Dark Age with their you know, free loom and faster working barracks, so you can easily go 5 barracks and be just as quick maybe as with 3 militia and other civilizations, right? Oh, that's a smart wall here, closing off the gap with just 1 palisade. 1 palisade, you know, is 1 wood. Right. Okay, another lumber camp coming up. That's a good one because it's rather far, you know, from the outside area. So the villagers here will be rather safe from archers, unlike, you know, this one or this villager here. And then, how is it looking in the middle? Well, good. They went forward. Minimum damage here on this 1 militia. Ooh, will he get the kill? Yeah, he got the kill. Nice micro from AkeNo here. Player in green, so that's the first blood. You can keep an eye on this column here. KD stands for kills and deaths, so obviously this was a kill for green and a death for blue. So later on this number here is gonna be, or this ratio rather, is gonna be very interesting and probably decisive for the game as well. And the 3rd militia, is there a 3rd one coming up? No, it looks like the scout here is not, you know, partaking in the fight because it's just on 7 HP. And the 2 militia here, they're not doing too much. Like, the first one here died somewhere close to the deer, and the second one here got, you know, doubled. Even the spearman survived on 33 HP, while, you know, on paper, a spearman should lose hard against the militia, but, you know, scouts in feudal age get 3 + 2 attack. Okay. This is 4 scouts now, so let's take a look at the map from blue from Sifly. Yeah, he's walling up. Has he started building the palisades? Yes, this tree here helps as well. So this is probably the best counter to scouts, honestly. Just wall off. Because, yeah, obviously scouts are not ranged units, so palisades can actually really hold them back. And if you get a good map like Sifly here, and you wall off early, then you can even wall behind a little and, you know, just keep the scouts out of your base. Like, look at this. This villager here just stood right next to the palisade. Can react immediately to it. Okay.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Sorry about the silence, but I had to mute my phone there. And I think you prefer silence over a ringing phone, right? So yeah, these scouts are not getting in, and well, this one spearman won't do too much damage. But this is a very nice tower, and I don't think Sifly can see that. Yeah, even with Town Watch, I think you wouldn't be able to see this. Very nice, very nice. Castle Age coming up. Obviously, if a player is going, you know, for fast castle, in inverted commas, right, 1842, it is an okay castle time, you know, given that he sent a few militia out to harass his enemy. But I think that failed a little bit because these two militia didn't do hardly any damage. Even, you know, if you don't kill a villager, you at least want to harass the enemy villagers a little, and not even that was really achieved here in this case. I think 2 militia is just not enough, and he arrived a little bit late, maybe due to the wolf as well. Now I just saw the scout going down here. So yeah, big advantage for AkeNo, for the player in green here. He really wants to get in. And Sifly should be careful not to let him in, obviously, but he's just gonna, you know, repair behind the palisade, and as soon as he's got a couple of knights out, then yeah, he can fight. And is he gonna use the hill? Or where is he going to? Thing is, this one knight could actually take the fight against the scouts, but the spearman does the damage. Yeah. That could have been microed a little bit better. Okay. And here comes the castle age now for AkeNo. I hope I pronounce it right. If it's meant to be a Japanese name, then it's probably AkeNo, but I'm just guessing. I don't really know where the name's coming from or what it's supposed to mean. So, oh, and he caught all these villagers. This is such a big loss now. He might send in the knight, but 1-2 villagers will go down for sure. Come on, use these. Oh, this is now even nicer for green, because the knight is chasing just some, you know, idle scouts. And here comes the first knight from green as well. So, will he catch this one? Yes. So that's a kill. The scout blocking the knight. That's a little unfortunate, doesn't matter. Is he going to run in? Yes. Just a few villagers there, 2 vills, but okay, 2 town centers. 2 town centers on this tiny area. Well, it doesn't matter, he can actually just, you know, remove a palisade and move out. But what he What he should go for is gold and stone, obviously. You know, the resources that matter. Wood can be found on the map almost in every corner, but you know, gold and stone is precious. Okay, yeah. And oh, siege workshop about to go up. Not sure why he wanted a siege workshop. Ah, sorry, I didn't see this one going up. I don't know how I missed that. I thought this was maybe blue building a mining camp or something, so I, you know, just went away. But obviously this is AkeNo in green building a mining camp, and he dropped a forward siege workshop ready to end this game quickly. Also chainboarding armor on the way. So this was, yeah, GG indeed. Let's just quickly take a look at the achievements. Alright. Just a moment, guys.
Microphone muted.
Okay, so is there anything I have missed? Well, gold obviously, with way more for green. Food, yeah, I mean, if you want to go for knights, then gold and food are the two resources to look at. Yeah, a lot of wood for Sifly. We've seen the 2 town centers at the wood, but that didn't really translate into farms or, you know, other important buildings. A farm sounds a bit weird to call a building, but it is per definition. So, good castle age time here. And society. Well, very close villager count. A little bit a higher count for Sifly because he went up faster and he dropped 2 town centers straight away. But in the end, the army control and all the kills really made AkeNo pull ahead, and that's it. GG.
Microphone muted.